Breaking news. So after Lomachenko manager Ellis came out stating that Lomachenko will not fight Gervonta Tank Davis next because he's not in the mood to fight. I guess Lomachenko is in the mood to duck once again. This ain't nothing new. I guess once a duck, you will always gonna be a duck. You see, Loma is in the mood to fight Kambosos, but he's not in the mood to fight Gervonta for a bigger fight, a more meaningful type of fight, a legacy type of fight, a money type of fight against a pound-for-pound fighter, an undefeated pound-for-pound fighter who is the face of boxing and who is also bringing a belt to the table, something Lomachenko has been chasing his entire career. Well, this fight was going to get Loma 2 steps closer to that because this was going to be a unification on top of Lomachenko's biggest payday. And you can even say one of his biggest legacy days. However, according to Lomachenko, he's not motivated. He's only motivated to cherry pick. He's not motivated to fight the best. Well, after Lomachenko manager Ellis came out stating that Gervonta versus Lomachenko fight is not going to happen because Loma doesn't want to return till the end of the year, even though ironically Gervonta and Lomachenko were negotiating to fight at the end of the year in November. So that was absolutely cap. That was the definition of cap by Lomachenko and his team. If Lomachenko is going to try to make up an excuse to duck Gervonta, how about use an excuse that makes sense? Not an excuse that doesn't even make sense. That's how much of a duck Lomachenko is. You see, he knows he has the complexion for the connection to get the ultimate protection. So they use excuses that doesn't even make logical sense. Loma already knows. He doesn't even have to make logical sense. Old media will always have his back, as Mike Coppinger just proved so, where he reported, quote, Gervonta Davis versus Lomachenko talks are not completely off, as Loma has decided to take some time away from boxing this year. Potential option for Tank next fight now includes Shakur Stevenson, William Zabata, and Isaac Cruz rematch, according to Mike Coppinger. You see, now they changing the story to Loma doesn't want to fight this year. However, Lomachenko manager didn't say that. Lomachenko manager clearly said Lomachenko wants to fight later this year. Now, after Lomachenko and his team got caught contradicting themselves since Gervonta and Loma have been negotiating to fight at the end of this year in November, now they doing damage control, stating that Loma doesn't want to fight this year. We all know what time it is. It's duck, duck, goose time. Well, Gervonta Trainer gave his reaction to Lomachenko ducking Gervonta, where Kenny Ellis said, quote, if Lomachenko can't get motivated by getting a chance at being the face of boxing, his team needs to hang his gloves to where he could never reach them again. He's done. End of the quote. Listen, I completely agree with Gervonta Trainer Kenny Ellis. If Loma can get motivated to fight Kambosos, but can't get motivated to fight the face of boxing Gervonta because he feels that Gervonta is going to knock him out, then he needs to retire. If you're not in the sport to fight the best, then you should retire. What's so interesting about Lomachenko, when he came to the pros, he was so conceited, he was so arrogant, he was so confident until he met the Black American fighters. Devin Haney completely took Lomachenko's heart away. Now Lomachenko has no heart. He doesn't have any more confidence. I remember when Lomachenko said it took him 2 years to get over the Teofimo Lopez loss, even though he said he won the fight. Now you can imagine how much damage Devin Haney did to Lomachenko mentally. Remember, after the fight, after Devin Haney beat Loma 9-3, Loma went straight to the hospital, while Devin Haney went straight to the club. Loma was crying after losing to Devin Haney for a hot minute. And it seemed like he never got over that, because now he's talking about he's not in the mood to fight Gervonta. He's not motivated to fight the face of boxing who's undefeated, who's a pound-for-pound star, who's also the biggest money and legacy fight for Lomachenko as we speak. We talking about the biggest money fight Lomachenko is gonna make ever. After all, he is facing the face of boxing, Tank himself. But Lomachenko doesn't want to go out like that. He doesn't want to get put to sleep. He'd rather cherry pick easier opposition like Canelo. Remember, they both held the duck belt, the NBF belt, in order to avoid the Black American fighters. The same excuse Lomachenko gave to duck Gervonta fight is the same excuse Lomachenko gave to duck the Shakur fight to fight Kambosos. Better yet, that was also the same excuse Lomachenko gave to duck his mandatory Devin Haney 4 years ago. Loma was on a route to fight Kambosos, then Teofimo Lopez. However, he skipped past Kambosos when Kambosos was undefeated and unknown back then because there was a lot of pressure on him to fight Devin Haney. So he decided to go ahead and skip straight to Teofimo Lopez fight because it was a unification. However, that also ended up being a cherry pick gone wrong. Not today. Lomachenko is left with nothing but 3 L's on his record. No confidence, no courage or cojones to prove that he's the best or one of the best. We already know he's not the best, but he's so lucky he still can prove that he's one of the best while fighting the face of boxing and making his biggest payday ever by far. Tens of millions of dollars Lomachenko just officially turned down to fight Gervonta, all because he doesn't want to go to sleep like NyQuil. He doesn't want to be remembered as Sleepachenko. With the opinions out of the door and the facts laid out on the table, go ahead and drop your thoughts in the comment section below on Loma being in the mood to duck, not being motivated to fight Gervonta, the face of boxing Davis, but being motivated to fight Kambosos. Not being motivated to fight Gervonta at the end of the year, but being motivated to fight somebody else that's not a guaranteed KO like Tank. Subscribe below and to be continued on the next episode of Akhi TV. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Take deep breaths when you want. Take deep breaths. Right. Take deep breaths.